everybody, welcome back to another episode, another week of Ideally Though.
Ideally, though.
I'm your host, Erika, and with me is my hubby, my bestie, my butter biscuit.
Yeah, what up?
How everybody feeling today, this week?
This week, you coming off of Mother's Day weekend, yo.
I know, happy Mother's Day, everybody. I didn't say it last week.
Happy Mother's Day.
Or all those, maybe those who didn't have babies vaginally, but are still mothers.
Is that argument still a thing?
What do you mean, like, if you didn't actually give birth? I think so. There's a lot of people who give birth. Dogs give birth. They'll make them a fucking mother.
Fair enough.
So I mean, there's our people who have stepped in.
No.
And did they think, like, I even consider my sister's kind of mother like.
Oh,
like,
for
I
sure.
know
Okay,
that
yeah,
if
yeah.
something happened to me, like, say Happy Mother's Day to them.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna be
rock.
here anyway.
Yeah,
they're gonna be here anyway to help. So I get you.
I love Mother's Day. You know, but y'all be taking a long time to wake up. I'd be like, it's Mother's Day. I said it's Mother's Day. I be expecting stuff. I love a good gift.
Yeah, how would you say your Mother's Day?
It was good. You know what? You kind of fucked me up a couple days prior because you was like, oh my God, I forgot Mother's Day's coming up. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I've been thinking about Father's Day and your ass gonna last minute me. But I looked at it like this. Mother's Day is not like a birthday. It's not like Christmas. I won't take offense that you getting me something last minute as long as it's like something I like.
I work well in chaos though. So me knowing that, I was like, all right, what can I instantly do that's going to be something that's sentimental and something, again, that you like?
Yeah.
And I think me and the kids did a pretty good job.
Yeah, the day before you guys went and y'all was gone for a couple hours and y'all were really good with not, spilling the beans.
Yeah.
The day of Mother's Day, I did make my own breakfast. I made pancakes, powdered sugar, strawberries, bacon. But that's only because I knew I could make it faster.
I got to see my mom.
Yeah, she came over.
So that was nice.
Yeah, she came over, gave her a little gift. I always tell your mom, don't buy me nothing. Because, some people are just not good gift givers. They'll know that you like this one thing and they'll keep on buying you. Like, if you like gnomes, they give you like 10 different gnomes because they know that's
this one has an umbrella because it's raining.
Right. And with our parents getting older, they start being on like limited like funds and stuff like that. So it's like, save your money, especially if you're not a good gift giver. But she did really a cute little like Mother's Day cup. Yeah. Little notepad you could put on the refrigerator. So that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Once she left, I got to open up my gift, and it was like a basket full of my favorite stuff, like white cheddar popcorn. You guys got me some great like candles from Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah. I didn't know they were still open. I heard that they had shut down.
No, I think that wasn't Bed Bath & Beyond.
Was it
That was that the other BB's one. I don't remember. I don't ever.
Okay.
You doing a Bath and Body Works?
Bath and Body Works.
There
okay,
you
my
go.
Bad. You guys got me chocolate.
Yes.
You guys got me
roses.
We got some yellow ones.
Yeah, you got yellow roses, correct.
Yeah, and then my sister got me pink ones a couple days prior.
Yeah.
You guys got me my cute little, I'm into my skincare routine, so you guys got me a little travel size skincare routine, which I love.
Yeah.
Because I can now bring it when I go on, like vacation and things like that. What else am I missing? It was a lot of stuff in that basket.
Wine.
Oh, I had 2 bottles of wine, y'all, and I drank that shit within 24 hours. I was like, listen, it's time to drink. I love Stella Rosa. I think my sister got us into Stella Rosa.
Yeah, actually.
So I was like, okay, peach flavor, watermelon flavor.
Shout out to Juju for sure on that one.
Yeah,
for sure.
The peach was my favorite, I would say.
I didn't get any, so I wouldn't know what they.
Well, you ain't a mother.
I mean, for sure.
that was for the mothers.
For sure, I'm expecting at least a sixer come, Father's Day. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, maybe.
Handpicked sixer. These
of just different beer.
Yeah, see what you think.
All
like.
that unnecessary ass yeast.
Oh, it doesn't have to be beer. Just
some kind of
come up with something.
You like alcohol? I'm always
I do.
So we can both be luscious.
Yeah.
Once the kids go down, you know what I'm saying. But I was just thinking, I was like, oh my God, last week I did not tell everybody Happy Mother's Day. So all the mothers out there, Happy Mother's Day. I hope you got to do anything.
Shouts to y'all.
Or do things.
Shouts to y'all.
I hate when they, and I've said this before in past episodes, I hate when people are like, Happy Mother's Day and it's a father, or Happy Father's Day and it's a mother.
Yeah.
Like, everybody got their designated holidays, so stay in your own lane.
Yeah, I kind of side with you on that one. I do
hate
kind of side with you on that one for sure.
You know what? It's always too the raggedy mamas who be like, Happy Father's Day to me. And I'm like, bitch, you barely a mother. You know?
A mother.
You barely a mother.
I love it.
You know, so I enjoyed my Mother's Day.
Good. I'm glad.
You know what? During Mother's Day, I had saw something online and it started talking about The Quiet on Set again.
Oh, no.
And Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
So remember Lori Beth?
Yes, I do.
The big one.
Lori, yeah. Lori Beth Anderson or something like that.
Lori Beth Anderson, something like that. Lori Beth. I just know Lori Beth. But she came out and she said that he had occasionally tried to get her to watch porn. He had tried to initiate phone sex with her. He was really rough on set. And it makes you think, well, Kenan and Kel really didn't have that issue. And it's like, they were always near each other. You know, they were always doing scenes and they came on together. I'm just like, damn, when did this happen? No one saw this?
Man, this is craziness.
Yeah. And then Victorious, the one who played Victorious.
Yeah.
She came out as well, but she was like, well, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And we like, really? Really, Vicky?
Not really the time.
Really? We don't want to hear all that.
Not really the time.
We're gonna give these people the platform to come out because it's scary. And people love to say, well, why don't you come out sooner? It's intimidation. It's these people in these high positions with this money.
You got to take the Kenan route. Like he said, I wouldn't be without these people, but
or
also
Nickelodeon,
but also I condemn whatever actions happen to these people. You know that route again. Take that shit, you golden. But if it's just like this man's made my career and that's it, you don't sound sympathetic or empathetic.
Yeah, to what people went through and co-stars that could have went through things that you didn't see.
That's bothersome to me.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, Mother's Day, here come Dan Schneider, big ass, sloppy ass. And then he comes out with a statement saying that he's not going to own up to things that he feels like is not true. But he said as far as when it comes to her saying like he was kind of like, I'm paraphrasing, like tyrant. He said that he's learned from but he's not going to take the whole
it feels like
porn route thing.
You know what it feels like? It feels like the Drake Kendrick thing where he's like, oh, you got, we planted the daughter information, nigga, and everybody else is like, yeah, but can you answer for the pedophilia stuff?
Yeah, we want, hey.
Question, you didn't answer that yet.
Right, we need to know about that. But he's basically saying, I regret how I acted when I was a leader, when it came to being on set and kind of being a tyrant, I think. But he was like, I'm not owning up to all the other stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. And he going to say that because he don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, well, it feels like... It's okay. Cat Williams, his interview on Shay Shay earlier this year has become spookier and spookier when you look at the quotables, especially when he says it's 2024 and the truth is coming out on everybody.
Yeah.
And it just keeps happening over and over and over. That's scary.
It's the year of redemption. You motherfuckers need to come out the closet.
Word.
And you have to answer for everything you do.
Word.
People like to say, oh, it's so like cliche to say like what's done in the dark comes to the light, but that shit really is true.
Yeah.
I don't think anything stays dark for long.
Yeah.
Even if you may not see it, things happen in people's life and they have to answer for that either right now on earth or, when they die. But
eventually
that shit comes out. It does. Somebody knows something about even the smallest of secret. You can be a person who only has one secret. Somebody knows something.
Yeah.
So it is the year for people to get their just due.
Man.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
Now, a couple weeks ago, I did go to Cabo.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's right.
Yeah, I didn't talk about it yet. I wanted to wait because we had so much Kendrick Lamar and Drake shit.
That beef was crazy.
And it came out right when I was in Cabo, and I was like, I got to save these things because these niggas going back to back to back. And I don't have time to listen because I'm a little tipsy. So
I'm enjoying myself.
Right, I'm enjoying myself, salsaing and stuff, tacos and what have you.
Okay.
So, Cabo was my first trip out of the country.
Yeah.
For people who don't know or people who, I guess they're not educated, because this is a thing for some weird reason. Do you need a passport to go to Mexico? Yes, motherfuckers, you do. Now, if we talk about in the 90s when things was lax and before 9/11 and COVID and stuff, yes, people were able to get into Tijuana without a passport, but we ain't living in your mama and daddy era anymore. Like my dad has been to Mexico. He's told me a couple times. Did he have a passport? I'm pretty sure he didn't.
So did my dad, and I really highly doubt that.
Yeah, exactly.
My dad has a passport.
So people are like, "Oh, you don't need it." Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You do need it.
You
Just putting it out there. Mexico's not part of the U.S.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know why I have to keep on kind of reiterating
Why would
that.
they have a border and stop illegals and things like that right now?
Speaking of that, and I'm going to start from the beginning, but I want to kind of put this out here. I was at the pool in Cabo with my sister, and this lady, skinny little white lady, she had her little two-piece on. She's an older lady. Yeah. She had a little shawl on, right? Yeah. The shawl said Trump for 2024. I said, you white people always have the audacity. Not just white people, you Republicans, you Trump supporters have the audacity to talk about borders, walls, but then want to go to Mexico. And all I saw was, you motherfuckers in Mexico.
That's fucking,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm crying. That's so
the
weird.
The Republicans, the Trump supporters, y'all love, borders, illegals don't need to be in, but y'all stay running to Mexico when y'all want to have a good time during the summer.
It's lovely to see those moments in real time, like Earth and everything is in sync. At that one moment, you're like, what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Suzanne, amazing. What are you doing?
Amazing.
Girl, take that goddamn shawl and that damn American hat
I like it.
you had on. Well, okay, starting from the beginning. Okay, so this trip, every year I do a little girls trip. It's usually just me and my sister for the most part.
Yeah.
She's really fun to like vacation with. So
yeah.
She was turning 30.
Shout out to Thugs.
Yeah, she was turning 30. She's a twin, so I was her replacement twin. So we went out to Cabo.
Yo!
We went to Cabo. We decided to go to Cabo. And, I'm usually the planner. So, we've already kind of incorporated what we want to do. This hotel works, where we want to stay.
Yeah.
So you have to take a connecting flight. So we had to go to California.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got to California, that's when they were like, "Oh, have your passports out." So that was my first kind of like, okay, let me bring my passport out because, you're about to go to Mexico. So they just want to make sure you really do have your passport.
Right.
So, once you get on the plane and you're probably like 30 minutes before you hit Mexico, because it's really like a 2-hour flight from Cali to Mexico.
How was that flight, though?
The flight was nice. It wasn't bad. It was really fast. They give you a piece of paper to fill out before you have to hit customs. Now, when you get to customs, it's like a two-parter. You go to this line that's really fast where this person asks you if it's business or pleasure. Now, listen, the man had a strong Hispanic accent, and I was like, what? Like 3 times, and he started yelling. He was like, business or pleasure? And I turned around, looked at my sister, and started cracking up because I was like, I know this motherfucker is like yelling at me, but let me not say that because you don't want to go to jail in Mexico. They put all kind of burritos in your head.
I feel like you've seen enough movies to know that that's what they say.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck he was saying.
It's so
it
good.
It was so strong. I said, fuck, I should have took that fucking Spanish class. What is it? The Rosetta Stone.
He was still saying it in English, and that's fucking hilarious, bro.
I was like, what the fuck is he saying, bro?
I should have took the Spanish class for the English class.
And I'm like, I know you ain't yelling at me, but bitch, you got it. You got it.
Hilarious.
So,
bro.
He looks at the paper, and then he looks at the passport, and he stamps it. He was low on ink because I wanted a little stamp. I wanted my shit to be clear as fuck.
I did see your passport when you came back, and I was like, "Where's the?"
Yeah, shit was light as hell. I said, "Can you a little stamp it again a little bit?" But he was a little mad at me, so I was like, "Let me move along." Once you move past that, you actually are. I guess it's a 2-parter customs thing. You go through this another long ass line, and that one was moving semi fast. But they asked you, "Are you smuggling anything?" Who says yes? But I was like, no. He's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, I ain't smuggling nothing in." But I was laughing.
These yams.
And they make you push like a green button. So I clicked the button, and then you go past. Watching YouTube, they're like, be careful of people. They're gonna try to sell you things or try to get you taxis and stuff. So that was really a thing.
Yeah.
So once we got out of the airport, it was a whole bunch of people with signs for like transportation. I was like, fuck, this needs to be a little bit more organized. It was so chaotic. So chaotic. So I really had to just ask people around, okay, what what shuttle is this? Or I'm looking for this shuttle. And they were nice enough to point me in the right direction because they were all huddled up. And I was like, can y'all spread the fuck out?
Yeah. Well,
I can't see my name.
how big
I
is
can't
the
see
airport that you went to?
The airport wasn't that big. Yeah, it wasn't
sense.
that big. And it's an international airport, so but it wasn't that big.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd imagine Cabo's relatively small too.
oh, I guess so. I mean, it's surrounded by water. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, once we found our shuttle and everything, we were there for like 10, 15 minutes, and we got on. That's when I noticed, and I hate to say this, that's when I knew that what I've been experiencing when it comes to being on the West Coast and driving is what really happened in Mexico. They drive like bats out of hell. That shit checks out. Making their own lanes. Speed limit don't mean shit. The stop sign is optional. It's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion. It's
auto. I'm like,
auto.
That's it. Auto. I think that means stop. The motherfucker blowing through. They do what the fuck they want to do. And don't give a fuck.
Hilarious.
I was like, oh shit. Okay.
That's when you know you're in another country, huh?
Yeah, that's why I know I was in Mexico.
Now, can you? No, I mean, I'm saying in another country because could you imagine being in like India?
Hell no. All the 90 Day Fiance shit.
Exactly why I'm saying.
Them motherfuckers be on their little mopeds and making their own lane, bumping into your car. I had to get out and fucking beat your ass.
That's why I'm saying it. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like probably like 40 minutes from the airport from our hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we got to our hotel, I was like, your bitch can do that. She can really pick a motherfucking hotel. The resort was amazing, all inclusive.
Yeah.
They greet you with margaritas. You had a little tahini on the rim.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the line wasn't crazy long to check in, which was great because sometimes, last year when we did Colorado, we did a basic hotel. It was nice, but it seemed like it was somebody new at the front desk, and
that lady could get her job done.
20 minutes to take care of three people.
Almost 30 minutes. We were like sitting in that line. Yeah, it was crazy.
So it wasn't that when we went to Mexico. And one thing I noticed right when we got to the front of the line, I used my credit card to pay, and they was like, hey, there's a hotel fee. Do you want to pay it all together, or do you want to pay it separate with American dollars or pesos? I said, fuck, I can pay the hotel fee with pesos. Let me get into my little fanny pack and pull out my pesos. One thing that I liked about Mexico and why I chose it is because I knew I was going to pay less. I went to Hawaii a couple years ago, and it was expensive. Going to Mexico, I felt like I was going to get more bang for my buck.
And, I mean, in retrospective, do you feel like you did or not?
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't really spend no money. Fair. I just spent, because I converted $200 into pesos before I left. Mm-hmm. And that was like $3,200.
Yeah.
So I brought half of that with me, which I kind of feel like I should have brought all of it.
Yeah.
But I used all of it when I was there.
That's cool.
The people there was amazing. It's the Rio Hotel. I'll probably put the description or the link to the hotel in the description on YouTube. But they were amazing.
Yeah.
Very accommodating. The view was great. Everybody got a balcony. Every room has a balcony.
Ooh.
So our first room, and the reason I say first room is because they gave us one big old bed, king size bed. And I love my sister, and I have slept with my sister before, but we grown. I don't want to sleep with my sister. So we not in Alabama. So I was like, okay, well, can we get a, 2 separate beds? And they were like, well, most likely we'll have accommodations tomorrow. And I like that because they were like, they didn't say no. They were like, check back tomorrow or we're going to let you know tomorrow. So the first view was like a view of just like, I would say courtyard, but all the grass, the bridge they had that connected like one part of the hotel to another, all the pools, it was amazing.
Very lavish.
The view was amazing.
Nice.
They had a little bar, so you have a section where all the alcohol is. So you have alcohol in your room.
Mini bar?
Yeah. So it's kind of like hung up on the wall as a section, and you can just pour it. You have to use the nozzles, 3 different alcohols.
Right.
I think mostly it was
had taps,
Cardi. Yeah,
yes.
It was taps.
Mm-hmm.
They give you these big bottles of water. We always told them don't drink the water, drink bottled water. So they give you like 4 big bottles of water, and we were just drinking that, and they refill it every day. There's maids that come every day. If you guys notice, for those who travel, have you noticed that the maid service has changed now, where they don't come every day, they come every other day, or every 2 days out the week or something?
But I think that's also just kind of like a resort inclined kind of thing, because when you're in your resort, you might not be there in your room most of the time, but what mess you do have, you shouldn't even recognize that the mess is there because you're mostly going to be in the resort doing the amenities and going out and beach and vacationing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine that the service on like American side of things is just like, hey, we get to it when you get to it.
Yeah, real. Don't bother me because I got things to do. But in Mexico, they was cleaning rooms every day, and they was early with it.
Yeah.
You get a mini bar too. You get the refrigerator. They give you water inside there. They give you club soda, ginger ale, 7-Up, Pepsi.
Yeah, you did say
beer. You get beer.
Did mention you had a whole ton of beverages.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's really neat.
This all for us?
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
Safe. That's the first time I used my safe in my room. I don't usually use the safe, but in Mexico, I'm sorry, I mean, not to be like that, but I put my passport in the safe. I do that anywhere where I have to have my important shit.
Yeah.
Like passport. Because I keep my ID on me. But now that I'm out of the country and I start going out the country, I'm going to start making sure I use the safes.
Of course.
Because my passport is
they're not that great identity. Still yet, but like it's at least a good enough precaution.
That is true because once we moved rooms the next day, it wasn't working, so they had to come in and fix it.
Yeah.
That first day, we just walked around, tried to see what was going on. It was popping, shorty. Everybody was just dancing, vibing. You know, when you first get there, they give you wristbands. So they say you have access. Our hotel's in the middle. There's 2 hotels on each side. And you get to kind of mingle throughout them. And you have your wristband. You can eat at those restaurants. That's not your hotel. You can be at the, access
use
to
their amenities.
Yeah. So it was great. We didn't really get in the pool that first day. We kind of just walked around, got some food, got some drinks, a couple of drinks, and then we went to the room because we were like tired. It was like a long day
of traveling and shit. Oh God, and getting your bearings. I'd imagine so.
Yeah, it was like our day started at like 5. Well, at least for me, my day started at like 5:30, and then by the time we got there, it was like 3. So I was just like, oh God, I'm tired. So when we got there, we walked around a little bit, and then we fucking went to sleep.
Yeah.
The next day we had our freaking excursions. I feel like every time you go vacation, at least have one excursion because you never know how fun it's going to be in the hotel or in surrounding the hotel. So we did horseback riding and tequila tasting, and that was fun.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, but they had old horses, and shout out to Alberto, our little tour guide. He gave me a little switch because my horse was moving slow, and I was the leader of our line, and the horse Tampico was going slow. So I had to hit him on his ass a couple times. All of our horses was through.
That's pretty funny.
So we got to ride on the horses to the beach, but by the time we got to the beach and the sand, it's heavy on your feet. So the horses was like, "Fuck y'all, we're going slow." At some point, some people's horses stopped. It was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm tired," because it's like 12 o'clock,
doing
1 o'clock
all day.
Yeah. So the horses that was through halfway, and all the niggas they was riding the ATV. So I was like, if I was on vacation with my nigga, then yes, I'll be riding ATV, but I don't want to. First time I would just be riding with you like shotgun, because I don't want to be racing. It's just like jet skiing.
Yeah,
I don't want to race.
That's the point for jet skis and ATVs is to race.
I need to get my bearings first.
But you got to first get, of course.
Yeah. So like, if I'm gonna go ATV, and I'm gonna have to ride with you because I'm not gonna be playing those games.
Yeah.
And you can use your pesos when you did horseback riding.
Oh, that's cool.
So I love that.
That's
tequila.
Really cool.
They also afterwards they gave us tequila. They didn't want to do it before. I think they was like, "You bitches fall off the horse,
end up in the ocean some goddamn way."
So we did tequila tasting, and I didn't know tequila had different flavors.
Yeah.
They had like chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon.
You didn't know that, really?
Hell no, I just didn't know the nasty tastes.
Oh my God.
We only got the
grow up.
I'm just saying. So I was like, "Oh, this is cool," or whatever. They were selling the bottles too, but they was like $75. I said, American dollars, like, no, suck my huevos. I'm not doing that.
My huevos.
I started using my Spanish.
Suck my huevos.
So we was there for a couple of hours, and then we got back, and then we decided to. I had to take a shower. I was like, I think I smell like horse. So
I'm sure.
Yeah, so we took a shower, put on our bathing suits because we was like, listen, we need to get in the pool. So we got our bathing suits. It was fun.
Yeah.
That day though, it wasn't a lot of people out. I was like, damn, I think everybody has left because like it was like maybe like 4 o'clock, and I was like, where the fuck is everybody at? 4 or 5 o'clock.
They out doing shit.
Yeah, they either out doing shit or they had been drinking all day, and there was time for they kind of packed it all in, got some food, and went back to their room.
4 o'clock, you think?
Man, I don't know. It was like it's popping in the morning.
I
but
feel
then,
like maybe
it was weird because I was like, it was popping in the morning, but then we gone for the afternoon, come back late afternoon, 5 o'clock or whatever, and it really wasn't nobody out there.
Mm-hmm.
And the day before, though, around that time, people was out. So I don't know if those people left the next day, and then here comes a whole slew of people coming on Friday, but long travel, so you're not really doing nothing. We got in the bar. I mean, we got in the pool, and they got the swim up bar, which is cool. And then we got some food. Really, we tried out one of their restaurants. We didn't do the buffet the first day. We did like a restaurant. That shit was nasty. So what the fuck is y'all doing?
What'd you get?
Listen, it was so bad I don't even remember. I don't even remember. It was.
You remember it being gross at least. I guess.
It was like a steak, and I was like, man, I'm gnawing on this bitch. Like, I wanted some authentic Mexican food. If I'm being honest, I think at resorts they really try to cater to tourists, and I'm like, man, I wanted some Mexican food.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing that I felt like was authentic was Pepe's Tacos that was right by the pool, and that shit was fire.
Yeah,
that was fire.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the next day, that was our free day.
Mm-hmm.
So we got up early, got some breakfast, got some drinks, and then we went to go get massages. That was like my sister's little birthday present I got for her. So we got some massages. She went to go with her little older lady to go get her massage, her little back rub. Mom come out looking like a Mexican Miss Trunchbull, all buff and shit. I said, this bitch about to crack my back, and I'm
not
scared.
Not a Matilda reference. Jesus Christ.
I'm scared, like a Mexican Helga. I was so nervous. I was like, oh, this bitch about to fuck me up. And yes, she did. I was like, okay, ease up, bitch. Un momento.
Uno momento.
Por favor. I'm like, god damn, bitch.
Oh, that's so great.
Like, shit. But the massage was great. We put on our bathing suits, got in the pool, and it was all she wrote. We was up in there. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like, Aaron's like the white boy whisperer, bro. Like,
shout out to Thugs.
Man.
Hilarious.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had a great time. We met a couple, our new mom and dad. They were sweet. They was nice.
Oh, is that picture you showed me of that couple you guys were like in the pool with like
yeah, like, who are these people? Right? Yeah, they were great. They were great.
Y'all look like a photo of you look like a photo of like what you would see in a Walmart frame. Like you walk by.
This could be you in the summer. Right? Like, oh, right? Yeah, they were amazing. They were so fun. They were older couple from Phoenix.
Oh.
I think Aaron has their information. I would love to link back up with them. I think they were so cute.
Yeah.
Another thing about Aaron's a twin whisperer too.
Interesting.
She met a couple twins that were born either on her birthday or like a couple days before her birthday.
Yeah.
So she keep meeting these individual twins.
Twins.
Yeah, she came on a trip with me.
What are the odds? That's so strange.
It's crazy. Erin came by herself with her twins. She met this lady, the parents. She met that lady without a twin, and then she met this other girl that was from Miami that was a twin.
Wow, that's really cool.
I said, Erin, you are the white boy and the twin whisperer. That's one thing I love about Erin. If it's gonna be a poppin' ass place to go, Erin's just fun. And
she's fun.
If you knew Erin, my sister, and you knew her when she was younger, quiet as a fucking mouse.
Yeah. Somehow, some way,
she busted out a butterfly, bro. And she's just a good time.
This has always been the Thugs that I've always known. So
such a fucking good time.
Yeah. Good time, great heart, good person.
We was tipsy as hell. I don't know if she was drunk. I was tipsy because I cut myself off. She cut herself off too because we had to keep peeing. And
it's vacation,
Yeah. The bathroom was down the damn road. At one point, I just peed in the pool. I'm sorry.
That's on some 90 Day Fiance shit.
I was
outside.
Like, I'm about to piss myself. I had to go run to the bathroom, and it was far away 3 times. The last time I just peed in the pool. I'm sorry.
Pool just get warmer, a little warmer. Pool like, just gonna be just a little tad warmer.
Listen, and we went up to the room and kind of lay down. She went to sleep for a little bit. I kind of rested my eyes because my head was hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
Went to go get some dinner.
I mean, drinks.
Right. We went to go get some dinner with the girl we met. She was a twin from Florida. We linked up with her because she was with her family, but she was like the youngest one out of her whole family. She came with her like god family,
Yeah.
and they were all older with walkers and stuff. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, so she wanted to hang out with some young girls.
She's designated driver, to be honest.
Yeah, so she wanted to pop out and
Yeah.
show niggas. So after that, some people at the pool was like, y'all want to come to the party next door? There was a neon foam party next door. I was like, hell yeah, we coming. So we went to go get some food. Nobody in the dining room, which I love that about that place is that there's like 8 different restaurants. One of the major ones is a buffet place, and it was just like nobody in there. Even in the morning, I feel like I'm not rushing or trying to like speed walk somebody just to get my plate.
To get some food.
We ate, and then we went next door, and it was popping.
That's cool.
It gives you strip, EDM, some trap music with it, so they playing some different people. Then you might get some Sexy Red.
Yeah.
You might get, just some different variety. That was fun. We was there for a couple hours. I was like, damn, people who live in that hotel, they ain't getting no sleep because like the foam party was like in the middle of the hotel. So it was outside and everything, but it's like, can you imagine you trying to sleep?
I'd imagine that like what's above it is probably all banquet kitchen stuff, and then above that is where it's like floors start going to.
Man, I saw somebody on their balcony, and I was like, it was the adult only hotel.
Yeah.
So, and that was when I was trying to get in, but they were like, oh, you have to at least do 5 or 7 days, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be out for that long.
Oh yeah, that's more of a trip with like me anyway. Yeah.
So we was, the phone party was everything. We was shaking our ass, having a good time. I want to shake my ass, and that's exactly what we did. We left and went to sleep because we were like, fuck, we gotta get up in the morning.
Yeah.
But what I did this time that I didn't do last time when I went to Hawaii is that I made sure our flight was a little later because a bitch wanted to be able to be sober
and then be able to do some more shit a little bit before you go.
We woke up and we got some breakfast. We got dressed, shoot the shit for a little bit, and then, we headed out, and fuck, that was that weekend was the same weekend as Lovers and Friends. So they're like, oh, it's windy out there. And then I was like, you know what? I thought it was so funny that they canceled Lovers and Friends because I really wanted to go. So I was like, ha, 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 ha. I couldn't go, so none of you bitches can go. But it was kind of fucked up that they did Lovers and Friends 15 minutes before people had spent their hard-earned money
it sucks.
Flying out to Vegas.
Yeah, it sucks.
You got to make the best of it, though.
Yeah.
If I'm going to Vegas and I ain't never been.
Now it's time to just explore Vegas and have a good time.
Yeah. So, when we left, we had our connected flight in San Diego. That airport sucks fucking ass. It sucks ass.
Yeah, San Diego airport is one of the worst. There's one that's in or near Carlsbad that's just recently opened up that does like small like flights, but like only smaller numbers of some. It like closes at a certain time and shit. But the San Diego one is
San Diego Terminal 2 suck ass. I tell you, I don't even do it.
The construction everywhere, all the walking.
We had to walk them 3 blocks just to get to Terminal 2 after going through customs. And when we were in Mexico, when we got dropped off, they didn't even have our like gate. So we're like, fuck, what the fuck do we do? So we just went up there. It's a small airport. It was only like 9 gates.
Yeah.
So we got there. We finally saw what gate number we were, and Erin, they took her comb, her rat tail comb. I was like, she came in this bitch with the rat tail comb. Y'all taking that shit away? What she gonna do? Shank somebody on the
stabby, yeah.
Airport?
Stabby.
Oh my God. But overall, the trip was amazing. I know people are so scary to go to Mexico. I see so many influencers in Mexico all year round. So I'm like, if they can go, I can go. And I see people like in downtown Mexico, Cabo, Cancun, walking around and shit like that. I was in a resort most of the time, except when I did my excursions. But if you want to try something new, you want to travel somewhere, if you're on the West Coast a little bit, or you want to save some money, Cabo or Cancun, I haven't been in Cancun yet, is probably your best bet. It's cheaper, great quality. The people are great. They're hospitable. I suggest people, if you want to go out the country the first time, do Mexico. You know how many times in the last like 3 years people were like, don't go to Mexico. Oh, cartel. I'm like, they gonna be fine. We gonna be buddies. Like, stop playing with me. Like, I'm good. I'm not traveling like on some reckless ass shit.
Right.
I'm very mindful because I don't only have to worry about me, but I have to worry about my little sister. So like, bitch can't come back empty-handed, or I'm in trouble with everybody. Like, and nobody want to hear nobody goddamn mouth.
Right.
But Mexico was amazing. I don't know if anybody is like kind of leaning on should I go or should I not go.
Yeah.
Just kind of do your research on what hotel you want to go to. Spend a little bit of extra money on a great hotel. Don't go cheap with Mexico when it comes to a hotel, I feel like.
Yeah.
And even with the hotel we had, they had gates. So them bitches close at a certain time. Motherfuckers can't come in. They can't really, I mean, they can probably get out, but they can't come in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Mexico is amazing. I can't wait to do it with you this year, too. We're going to Mexico as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm excited.
I'm hoping one day we can go to Cancun because I want to see, which one is better. If you guys been to Mexico and you've been to both Cabo or Cancun, please let us know. Cancun or Cabo, which one do you guys like better?
Yeah.
I am right now partial, of course, to Cabo because it's been amazing.
Right.
There was not a dull moment. And maybe because of my personality, because of my sister's personality, we just not boring bitches. But you can't be bored in Cabo.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think next time we'll go to pharmacy. People was going to the pharmacy. I could have got your asthma medicine. And hopefully they would have took it in the airport. But people was going to the pharmacy. You don't need no prescription.
Yeah, just undo it and put it in your luggage.
That's true. I can do that. Yeah. You had any questions about Cabo?
No, not at all.
Y'all was having a good time while I was gone.
Oh yeah. A great time. I had the Kendrick drop. I wasn't concerned about you.
Well, fuck you.
Whatsoever.
You wasn't scared for my life.
No.
You know,
Kendrick drops.
Listen, I'm like the man. I'm like Liam Neeson. I got a certain.
They'll give you right back if they kidnapped you with a note that said, "I'm sorry. We're sorry for you."
Oh, fuck you.
Blink twice if you need help.
Anyways, you guys, remember we drop our new episodes every Friday on all streaming platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast.
Yep.
Remember, we're also on YouTube at Ideally Though Pod on Sundays. Mm-hmm. So like, subscribe, hit the bell button.
Share them shits.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.